right, we're just getting started here. As I said, you know, it's Friday late. We're gonna try to get as much mileage in as we can today, and then we'll kind of find a cool spot to set up, maybe make a campfire. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys, so we went like 2 miles, and we're gonna take a quick break. It's about to get dark, so we gotta get headlamps out. We also, if you look at this view, have a nice little vista to look at while we get ready. So we're gonna take a few minutes and chill. Lamps instead of just one high concentrated. All right, so it's 9:15 at night. Hiked for a couple hours, found a pretty cool site to set up. Firing was already here. So our tents are over there, got those set up. We're gonna get a fire going, cook some food, chill for a little bit, but it's gonna be a later night than normal when we're backpacking for sure. Well, it's Friday the 13th. We have a full moon ahead of us, or on top of us. And those coyotes are close. Five-piece kit, it's Ozark Trail. Yeah. I saw that, I was like, that's pretty cool. It's like an old Boy Scout kit.
What a noob, you use Ozark Trail now.
I mentioned that I did a gear loadout for this trip. I haven't put it online or anything, but I filmed it. And I have outdoor products. There's a lot of, we need to watch this really carefully.
Yeah.
So what's popping is this stuff here. And that's what's getting the sap, I think, popping up in the air. We need to watch these sparks though.
Yeah. That's why I wanted more.
I'm not gonna do any more of the sappy stuff. Those aren't big enough to start a fire, but we'll be careful.
Hope not.
No, we should be good.
Oh my god, that shoots out so cold.
Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah. Like whenever it breaks that, punctures that, it's like...
See what I do? Boom, that's what I started doing. What's nice in Colorado is you can get away with like just this thing. Just this little grill.
Oh yeah?
And do all your cooking on it.
Perfect. That's like the perfect thing right there.
All right. I'm gonna do a few things.
I should put those shirts on. I have to go back and put on my other layers.
I already thermaled up, but not on the lower half. Ah, this water, man. I may just do the ramen right now. What am I thinking? It's too much water for it, though. All right, let's see. Yeah, here, put it right over there. If you'd like. Get it as close as you need. You need it almost on the damn flames. So.
I'm just gonna put it there while I go and
Do your thing, man. I'll watch it.
good episode.
You should have been good.
Ow.
Well, we finished dinner up. Those coyotes moved out of here, thankfully. And it's about 11 o'clock. It's a much later night than normal. It's wintertime, so it's going to stay dark till probably 6 o'clock tomorrow. And then, you know, we're going to get up, get a start, and get out of here. It's already about in the 30s, high 30s, should get into the low 30s. Got my 40-degree bag, got my down quilt inside. We'll see how we do. See, like this, and then you just... So it's probably 6:30, you think? So it's about 6:30 in the morning. Getting some coffee going. Still have our tent set up over there, but the sun's just coming up. Gonna eat some breakfast, finish some coffee, and then we'll pack up and see how far we need to go to get to the end of this trail, segment 5. Segment 5 is 16 miles, right? Or 14?
14.
So segment 5 is 14 miles. We're doing it north to south, so backwards from what most people do. We did 4 miles last night in the dark, so we've got about 10 more to go before we get to the end of this trailhead. We're gonna do that obviously today, and then hopefully push through and get some more mileage in from segment 4. For breakfast, I'm gonna go with Pop-Tarts, coffee. Looks like Chris has a Cliff Bar with some almond butter. Easy stuff, and then we're gonna hit the trail.
So we just got over here on this one little water crossing, first water source we've seen. But Chris, it sounds like there's more coming up.
Several more.
We've each got about 3/4 of a liter. I think we're okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll keep heading. What is this, Johnson's Gulch?
I think this is Johnson's Gulch.
Nice. There's really cool camping around here and stuff, so.
So I think there will be 2 more big water crossings. The last one is a really big one.
Okay.
Just for the map.
So got about 3 miles today so far. We're here at Rock Creek, second water crossing of the day. We're not gonna filter here. We got another 2 miles, a lot of climbing, and then where do we get? There's another water crossing. I can't remember what it is. Beautiful though, the sun's coming out, it's getting hot. You ready? We just got to the Lost Creek Wilderness entry. You've got to fill a permit out, so Chris is doing that for us. Lost Creek Wilderness is an awesome area out here. So we're about 9 miles total into the trip, maybe 5 miles away, 5.3 I think you said, to the trailhead. This is the last major water crossing, so we're gonna filter water, restock, make some coffee. It's about 10:15 in the morning. So maybe take 20, 25 minutes, rehydrate, and hit the trail, get out of here. All right, fill the old bladder up with some dirty water. And you got it working like a gravity filter here. Down to the Sawyer Mini. You can see it's got a pretty good flow. I'm gonna get this thing heated up for some coffee, filter the rest of my water, we'll be good. A lot of wasps down here. Have you noticed?
In my hat.
He's getting it. You know what I need to do is a quick emergency. Get my electrolytes back. Gotta have them, man. One more cook liquid filter, just a little bit. Is it just full of gunk? Good thing that filter's so good. Get some Cafe Bustelo. These wasps want the water so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more fill up. Telling you, most convenient I've ever used, man. Look at that. Boom, done. Not even hot.
Nice.
Just used it. Isn't that crazy? That's like $2 a sterno. And it'll last us 3 days, no problem, you know. All right, I'm gonna fill up another water real quick.
Did you have your lighter on you handy by chance?
Yes.
I just realized that
Here you go.
mine's at the bottom of mine.
So 5 more miles, and we're at the trailhead.
Only 5 more miles.
That's not bad. And then we got to see how much we can do after that.
We just keep going as much as we can because tomorrow's going to be a 16-mile day, and that's
It's gonna suck. So we basically have 21 miles left. Isn't that bad? That's the other thing I noticed, dude. You're gonna have dirty water in your hands. When we fish, we have dirty water. Like, think about that. We fish all day long and then cook and eat, you know? At what point do you know, I think you got to do the best you can. And then I got the anti-diarrhea medicine if we need it.
no about control.
See, I think when people think about backpacking, this is what they think
Oh,
of.
your water. No! No! I didn't know what that was. I was looking at it at first and I was like, what's going on over there? And all of a sudden, bam.
I still have enough to fill it, I think.
Thank you. I've been checking every so often. What's that? How many do you have? You have the other one full?
It's partially, it's not completely full.
It's kind of how I'm going to be. I'm going to get however much that is, and I'm not going to refill. I'm done. So we are getting close to the end of segment 5. We're gonna be at the Long Gulch trailhead here in a couple miles. We've got, what, maybe 2 miles left, Chris? About that, we think. So other than that, we're gonna just keep going. Well, we're taking a lunch break, and it's a late lunch break because right now it's 2 o'clock. And we finished segment 5 entirely. That means we did 10 miles today. We've done 14 miles for the whole trip so far, and we've got 16 more to go by tomorrow. So it's 2. That gives us, 4 hours of light for real good hiking, and then it's gonna start getting kind of dark at that point. So we're gonna see how far we can get today after lunch. Well, we just finished lunch up. We're heading out. Gonna try to do maybe 5 miles, 3 to 5. We'll see how it goes. Oh, no, he's right there. You see that little mouse there? That's the one we had earlier.
Little field mouse.
Okay, so we went today 16 total miles, 20 so far for the trip. That leaves us tomorrow 11.3, which isn't that bad. Today was a long day though. It's one of those challenging days. It's the kind of fun that when you look back on it seems like a great time, but in the middle of those 16 miles when the sun's beating down on you, it's a mental game of how to get through it. How do I really want to keep doing this? Should I just set up camp here? Is the other car maybe closer? We could just turn around and go to it, We had that conversation. It's a challenge, it really is. But looking back on it, one of the best times you'll ever have. It's a weird thing like that. That little mouse is having a good time too. Hey, budder. What are you doing? Hey, dude.
Make sure your tent's closed. I think mine is.
What's up? Oh, he's so little he can't see. His eyes are still closed. So never mind that little mouse in front of the fire pit here. But this is the site we found. We got a really nice fire pit ready, built for us. Chris went and gathered some wood. I haven't yet. I need to. I'll show you around a little bit. We got our tent set up. Didn't have a chance to do this yesterday because it was so late when we set up. It was 11 o'clock. However, Chris over here is rocking the Alps Mountain Z. This is a Lynx one-person tent backpacker. Really nice. Chris, you've used this all season, right? And his mouth is full. He's doing other things like brushing his teeth. That's all right. Now, if you've watched my channel at all, you know that this season I picked up the Ozark Trail one-person single wall tent. I've been using it all summer. So that's what I'm rocking. Got my little camp towel drying over there. And if we want to look inside, got my Big Agnes Aircore sleeping mat, got the Climate pillow, got the 40-degree Ozark bag. Inside of that bag, I've got the Black Diamond down quilt. We're gonna be good. Should I bear spray him? Poor little dude. He'll probably follow me back over there now. So camp is set. We're about to get a campfire going, start cooking dinner. So tomorrow's 11 miles to get back to the cars. And we'll probably start early. I mean, earlier than today. We need to. We'll see. Stuff isn't quite burning. The same as yesterday.
Potatoes.
I'm definitely gonna cook some stuff up.
Flour and some butter to go with my Snickers.
Nice.
Mashed potatoes. We can just do two of them together. That up just in case. Because I only need breakfast and maybe a lunch. I think we'll be done with lunch, hopefully.
I hope so too. Where is my food? All right, lemonade. Whiskey. And water. Oh, nice. Fancy drink. Fancy, fancy.
Let's rinse this out just a little bit.
Ooh. Cheers.
I'm done.
Oh, you have no drinks?
I haven't made it yet. No, I'm rinsing my stuff
Oh, you're
out.
rinsing it out. Well, I'm gonna drink. Cheers, mates. Cheers.
Get you some. Get you some.
Oh, it's so nice. All right, what to cook? I may go mac and cheese like full dinner.
That's why I was thinking the mashed potatoes.
I may have to. Look how bent up this thing. It's so beat up. It works great. All right. And then I'll try to keep the fire kind of built on one side,
Yeah,
so we can have a hot and a cold, or a hot and a not so hot. Oh, might be some mac and cheese. Let it go. I'm gonna do half of it.
do the whole thing.
So while food is cooking here, guys, I can tell you, today was a challenge as far as climbing goes. We went 3 hours straight climbing, just all the way up to 11,000 feet of elevation. There were cool campsites up at 11,000 feet, but it was gonna be too cold, you know? We just didn't wanna risk how cold it would be, and if weather came in, you'd be exposed. So now we're at 10,400, a little bit lower. Probably won't even get below freezing. It might be close, but we'll see. And for dinner, I'm gonna do some mac and cheese, throw some tuna in it. I got that cooking right now. Chris, what are you looking at?
Mashed potatoes and tortillas.
Mashed potatoes, tortillas, tuna. We're drinking a little lemonade with whiskey in it. Well, it's a beautiful morning out here, hikers. I tell you what, it's cold. 6:30 in the morning, day 3, second morning for us, and we're fully packed. We got packed up pretty much when it was dark, filtered our water, and as soon as we finish our coffee up, we're gonna get out of here. So, morning to you. So to get from here to the car is about 11.3 miles. A lot of it on segment 4 we know is going to be downhill and fairly easy, but there's a lot of climbing about to be right here at the beginning. It's 9:45 in the morning. We've got 4.5 miles or so to get to the cars. That means we've done over 6 miles already today, almost 7. This will be really our last stop. There's a creek right here if we need to get water. And then once we're done here, 4.5 miles, we're at the cars. And we're in a field of bees here, if you can see it. They're literally just everywhere. Boom, some coffee. Well, we made it all the way, 31 miles. We're here at the, I think it's the Rolling Creek Trailhead, in between segments 3 and 4.
31 miles total. Now we just got to drive back to Chris's car and we'll be done. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye.